Back at it. I know I've been gone for a long time. I am not being consistent. School is almost done. I promise you, the summer is packed with content. But today it is June, early in June. It is now time to update the power rankings. Now, I'm really only going to give my top 10, but I am going to put every single team into some tier. We are going to do it on a tier list. I'll show you how it works in just a second. If you're not already, remember to leave a like as well as subscribe. Before we get into the power rankings, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are over at the tier list. Now, I'm going to show you how this works. All the way up at the top, we've got number 1 through 10, as you can see. We got the teams are almost there on the outside looking into the top 10. Teams are not quite there, and then teams that, just no. So let's start at the bottom tier with the teams that just are not there right now. The Nats cannot pitch. They got like a scrappy little team, but it really is just not working. The A's, obviously. Detroit, I'm going to put in the same boat. Their starting rotation is just not there right now. I know they're in second place, but I think they're toward the top of this tier. The Royals, obviously. Rockies, I'm going to put in this tier. Despite the walk-off today, I am still going to put the White Sox in this tier as well. And now we can go to the teams that just aren't quite there right now. Boston kind of looks atrocious. I feel like every time I see a highlight of them. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm putting the Cubs in woof as well. Angels, another team like Boston, they had a nice win today, or at least they were winning. Shohei put them up. Giants have been playing better ball as of late, but not quite there. Again, I'm going to change my mind. I'm putting the Cardinals here as well. They've been playing such awful baseball recently for what this team is. Guardians have played better baseball as of late. Still not great. Probably toward the bottom of this one. Phillies, they got a series win. I'm going to put them at the top of this one, being critical of my own team. June is here, and they're going to start to go a little bit. I do think they're going to go on a run here, but it just not quite yet there. Padres, man, they're getting close to wolf territory. It's bad. They cannot hit. Pirates are going to go in this tier as well. They actually did just sweep like today, but just overall the last month, I'm not going to put them up there yet. Reds need to go in this tier. They are definitely better than all the teams down here, but just not quite there. Miami is going to go into this tier. The Mets are going to go into this tier. They just got swept. Nothing can ever go consistently for this team. Them and the Phillies, very similar. And I believe that's going to do it for the bottom 2 tiers. Not a lot of teams are going to be almost there, as you can see, just looking at our list, but the Brewers are going to be one of them. The Twins are going to be the other. Now, arguably the Blue Jays could be here, but we'll get to them in a second. Twins have been playing inconsistent baseball, but they're still toward the top of their division. They're just not there, really. Honestly, Mike could put them down. Brewers, same thing. Not consistently playing very great baseball, but, they're still winning. I think they're at the top of the division right now. Let's start out with number 10, the Blue Jays, who did just sweep, but overall in the last month have been a much better baseball team. Inconsistent as well, but you start to see the glimpses, and you're getting individual performances as well. Manoah needs to turn around. He had a nice last start, but he needs to turn around as well, or else this team's not really going to go anywhere. I'm sorry I'm a little bit all over the place here today, but I need to make some changes. There are simply just a lot of teams not playing very good baseball right now. And quite frankly, the Mariners need to go down in this not quite as well, which means everybody has to slide up a little bit. Blue Jays are going to go 9. Brewers are going to go at 10. I don't like this at all, but it's just definitely how it has to work out right now. Not too far in front of them, they are playing tonight against the Dodgers. It's going to be the Yankees. Had a better month than in April, that is to say the least. They caught up a lot of ground in the AL East. Still not particularly close there, but you're starting to get individual better performances. The younger guys, well, I shouldn't say their youngest guys. Oswaldo's been struggling. Peraza, who's been disgusting in the minor leagues, might get called up again soon. But you can see they're sending down guys because Donaldson is coming back. They DFA'd Hicks. That was a couple weeks ago. Changes are coming. Donaldson and Tommy Kahnle is coming back for them. That might be a very big piece for this Yankees team. And Giancarlo Stanton as well is coming back. They're on the right track, and they're getting better. They're getting their pieces back. So little by little, this team will get better. Severino came back, got rocked the other night, but he'll overall be good for them. I am going to put just slightly ahead of them the LA Dodgers. They were overtaken for first place for a team we'll get to soon. They are very injured, especially in the starting rotation, but even the position players just all year. Gavin Lux went down early in the year. Guys are dropping left and right for this team at this point. James Outman and Miguel Vargas are giving them okay, to say the least, or to say the most, whatever, for one of them. Outman's been better than Vargas, but They've been giving okay rookie performances for positions that this team really does need. Just because a lot of teams are underperforming right now, it's really a weird baseball season. I mean, that's baseball for you, man. At 6, we're going to go with the Houston Astros. Another team that caught a lot of ground in their division. They're starting to play really well. They had a no-hitter going into the 7th today, I believe. Then Luis Rengifo, he hit a home run. Shohei, they took the lead. But they're playing much better baseball. They got healthy. They got Altuve back. It looks like Abreu might be starting to go a little bit better than he was. He had an awful start to his year. This team is getting better, and the pitching's always going to be there. It's going to be, can they hit enough? And that loaded of a lineup, I would bet on them being able to hit enough. At 5, I'm going to go with Atlanta. They've had some weird series in the past. Like, they just got 2 of 3 taken from them by the Athletics. Been playing better baseball. They've still got a lot of guys who are going off to very slow starts right now. Pitching's a little bit banged up. I'd say 5 is a good spot for them because while other teams behind them are underperforming, and the Mets were catching up on them pretty quickly until their sweep this week. I think I believe Braves at 5 is a fair assessment. 4, you probably never thought I'd be saying this. D-backs, baby. They have been playing some fantastic baseball. It is a young team that can hit, has the top-end starting rotation. Back into the bullpen is good. Things are clicking for this team right now. And they're in first place in the West, I'm pretty sure. They are technically tied for first place right now, but they're playing better baseball right now than the Dodgers are. And that is no slouch. This team is for real, and dude, they got some great prospects too. Drew Jones still has to come up. Jordan Lawler still has to come up. This team is looking very good. If they want to go make a trade, boy, they could trade any of those two for about anybody. At the number 3 spot, it's going to be Baltimore. Now, overall, their month was great. The back end of it was not as good as they'd like it to. They lost a couple series here and there. But overall, the month was great. They've kept up with a surging Rays team, who we'll get to soon. But this O's team can hit, and now the pitching is going to be inconsistent. We know that. They're suffering more injuries to the pitching staff as well. Cedric Mullins is going to be gone now. That's why they got Aaron Hicks, who's been actually made a couple of good plays for them. I like this O's team. I'm an Adley guy. I need to get his jersey really bad. But yeah, O's at 3. I think that's fair because, especially with the month that they had overall, much better than what. Not even much better. They actually were better this month. They already had a good April. They just kept up with the Rays really well. Number 2, it's going to be the Rangers. Not quite there with the Rays just because the Rays have just been winning so many baseball games. This team is no slouch. Their offense is legit, and when you go out and buy a whole starting rotation like they did, they show you exactly why you have to spend money. Nathan Eovaldi has been electric, maybe the best starter in baseball this year. Threw another gem today. Martin Perez got off to a good start. He's been slowing down recently. John Gray's been pretty good for them. Andrew Heaney has been good for this team. When Jacob deGrom gets back, the ace of the rotation, they might be the best. I don't know. Like, this offense is absolutely crazy. They were crazy without Seager. Seager's back. They're even better. It's unbelievable. But just a little more unbelievable, it's the Rays. They are first in almost every hitting category except for like run score. It's the Rangers and the Rays are at the top of pretty much every one. And they're at the top for pretty much all the pitching stats. They are getting performances from guys who you just would never think of, and that's such a Rays move. Jose Siri has been electric. Randy Arozarena has been electric. Wander, dude, his cards went way down in stock like at the end of last year. They're rising way up again. Speaking of cards, I have a cards channel you should go check out. We're actually starting like a big project with that. You should go check that out, definitely. It's in the description. And they don't need the guys like Brandon Lau, who are a little underperforming right now, to be that great. Manny Margot, who's like a solid MLB player, is on their bench right now. It's because guys like Josh Lowe are absolutely going nut job for this team. The pitching is no slouch either. Glass now is coming back. This team is legit. They're going to get better. Will they add at the deadline? Maybe. That is the power rankings for June. Let me know what you guys think, especially toward the bottom of that. I want to know a little bit too, because let me know about your team. What are the vibes like? Obviously, I know a lot about the MLB, so I'm going to know about how your team's doing, but individual fans, just like, tell me what the vibes are, especially like guys like the Mariners. Like, what are the vibes like? Because it feels like you're having a pretty mediocre season, but yet you're hanging around 500. I don't know. Let me know, guys, down in the comments below. Go check out all the podcasts that I do. They're down in the description, as well as all the other channels. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.